The goal for the lesson today is to use Microsoft Word to create a paper survey for your project. This is an example on the screen of the survey that I'm going to walk you through and create along with me. You can stop the video if you would like and split your screen so you can have Microsoft Word open on one side and then my video open on the other side if you prefer to work that way. If you want to listen and watch the whole video and then create it afterwards, that's totally up to you, whatever you prefer to do. As you can see in my survey, I have the title of the survey, I have the required fields that I'm asking you to include in your survey up here at the top. Gender is what I used as my additional field. I have my yes/no question. I also have my multiple choice question, and down at the bottom is the question that I used as my calculated field, or one that we gave a number as the answer. I'm going to go ahead and switch to Microsoft Word and begin creating this survey. I would like you to create the survey that I am doing, and then when you're done with the video, then you can go ahead and create your own survey. So we're going to go ahead and call this Recycling Survey here at the top in Microsoft Word, and enter down. Type in name, and we'll go ahead and hit Tab. I hit Tab a couple times there and typed age. I'm going to enter down again and type year in school. And it's up to you if you would like to leave a blank here for them to go ahead and fill that in, or if you would like to be specific, as we talked about on your electronic survey, and actually give them check boxes to write in. It's up to you how you want to do it. City, state, and zip. Down a couple times. Gender. For gender, I'm going to go ahead and use a checkbox here. You could maybe put just an M and an F. You could have them write it in. I think the more information that you can give them, the better. So I'm going to use a symbol to put in that checkbox field. It's here under the Insert tab. All the way over to the right it says Symbol. And you can look in your drop down and look for the box for a checkbox. If your symbol does not show up in your most recently used items, as mine does, you can go ahead and search for it under More Symbols. And you may need to change your font drop down and go to a different one. There's all different, I mean, it's endless how many items you have in here, and look for the symbol. If it is in the drop down, my mouse moved there, I'm going to go ahead and choose that little box and hit space and type male. I'm going to go ahead and do that once again and type female. I know this survey is bare bones. There's not a lot to it. I didn't change any of my font styles. I haven't changed colors or sizes. My goal is to just get the information on the page for you, and then you can add pictures or make it as fancy as you would like. I'm going to enter again. Do you recycle? We're doing a yes/no field here. So I'm going to do that box. Yes. And no. Go down again. What do you recycle? And we're doing paper, plastic, glass, and other. I'm going to use a little shortcut here. And if you'd like, you can go ahead and use like copy and paste to insert those in. Oops. And other. Keep entering in with me. We have 2 more questions. Do you use reusable shopping bags? We'll do yes, no. And then how many reusable bags do you have? Instead of me going back and forth up there, I'm going to use my copy and paste here and paste this list down at the bottom, and then just replace the information. And you can do that however you would like. I'm just trying to save time on going back and forth up to the symbols. But in the end, we need a list of 4, and then I'm going to do an other as an option. Okay, now that we have our survey on our page, I would like to do another survey on the right side in all this white space, just to basically save paper, because you need to survey 25 people. So instead of printing 25 sheets of paper, we can shorten that up by putting 2 on 1 page. What I would suggest first is to copy and paste what you currently have. So I'm going to do a Control-A to select everything on my page. And then I'm going to do a Control-C for copy. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, and I'm going to click and put my insertion point below the last item in my survey. And then I'm going to paste it, Control-V for paste, V like Virginia. Okay. Now that we have this duplicated, I'm going to go ahead and say that I want to put my document into columns. And then we will adjust it after that. So I'm going to click and put my insertion point here at the top of the page. You can do a Control Home to get to the top if you need to. And under the Page Layout tab on your ribbon, you'll find a Columns button, and you can say that you want to switch this to 2 columns. Mine just by luck really matched perfectly that my titles broke in the exact correct spot, and recycling survey is at the top of both pages. If that is not the case for you and yours did not break in the correct spot, what you would do is you would put your active or your insertion point wherever you want that break to be. I can say I want it here, and I would do Control, Shift, and Enter, and it would break that to the next side. That's called a column break. I'm going to do an undo, and I'm going to do that one more time. If you need to break your survey in another place, you put your insertion point where you want that to break, and you do Control, Shift, and Enter, and it will push it to the other side. And I'm going to undo one more time. Just for looks, I've got an extra space down here at the bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that extra page out. And now I have 2 identical surveys side by side. Totally up to you what you want to do. If you want to take some time and format your survey, if you want to center your headings, bold them, change the color, whatever you want to do. If you want to insert pictures, change your font styles, you can do more to the survey. But this is a minimum, and I thought it would be a guideline to get you started on your survey. So if you did not finish creating mine, go ahead and do that and print a copy for me. Ooh, actually, I would like you to also insert your name onto this document. So before you print it, if you could go ahead and let's add your name here at the top. And I'm going to add Mrs. Jansen Recycling Survey. And if you could put your name there at the top, that would be great. So when you print it, we know that it's yours. And then you are free to go ahead and start creating your own paper survey for your project in Microsoft Word. Make sure that you use that survey think sheet. Look at all the suggestions and the revisions that we talked about when I gave yours back. And I will need you to print a copy of your paper survey as well, just one, so I can look at it, and staple it to your think sheet. Please let me know if you have any questions.